The mystics and the sages from every land through all the ages speak of an arduous journey. They are lost and cannot see. They must surrender and forgive. They must die while they still live. And they've come to the same conclusion. We are one. Great minds of science and of reason, seeking truth through all the seasons, gaze into galaxies and stars inside the space of who we are. And they see nothing where we begin and nothing where we end, just energy in this dimension. And we are one. We are one. We are one. Can we come together, everyone?
We are
one. The ocean and the sky, both you and I, those with 4 legs and with wings, all the trees and other things, fire and the rain, all our peace and all our pain. Can we let go and not run? We must know we are one. We are one. We are one. Can we come together, everyone?
We are
one planet, one people. The sky is our steeple. The differences aside, no river is too wide. Evolving, understanding, voices rise, demanding. There can be no more division, for we are one. We are one. We are one. Can we come together, everyone?
We are
one. We are one. We are one. Can we come together, everyone? We are one.
As time went on, and during especially the Depression years, when we, as Stan mentioned, Dad and I and he and a man by the name of Daniels, one of our engineers, came out here to attempt some mining operations. We didn't make much money, but we had a wonderful experience of working together. Successively, we came out here from time to time, some years with Helen and Nestle and their family, and some years by ourselves, to camp and to work. One summer during the Depression, we set up some small mining operations with ground sluicing, and at least we led ourselves to believe that we made enough money from gold to buy our groceries. Our interest continued, and you, of course, have heard something about the early balloon flights in 1934 and 5. Dad was here at the time. We made one trip out here, but we did not actually see the successful flight. Dad lived here alone part of the time with Margaret during the flight, and then alone later, and passed away while out here in 1937. We lived in Chicago at the time. We'd been here so many times that we wanted eventually to come out here and build. This we did, leaving the Chicago area, or rather specifically Evanston, in 1951. We came out here lock, stock, and barrel and built our own home and have enjoyed living here since. There are many experiences we could tell during our mining operations. Stan, of course, was our master mechanic. He managed to get his Model A Ford over some rough roads that a tractor or a Jeep could hardly get over now. Anyhow, we've had wonderful experiences. Helen and Leslie, of course, have their cabin. They come back here about a month a year. We built that together. Larry and Marilyn and Nancy live in a cabin which we lived in originally, part of which was Stan's cabin, and later on they have expanded it to be a real fine home to live in. I'm going to ask Betty to say a few words. I think everybody's beginning to get hungry, so we've got to start drawing this to a close. You tell about the children and the grandchildren.
I'm just in the background, so that's all
I
there
haven't
to it.
told anything about them.
Well, we have 3 grandchildren. 2 boys, 2 big boys, 6-footers, living. They're Arkies right now, but they'll soon live in Denver. Then we have a sweet little pansy by the name of Nancy who lives down here with us. And she has high heels on right now that shouldn't be running around on the linoleum.
Did you mention Kenny and
I
Larry?
mentioned Kenny and Larry.
And that they live in Conway, Arkansas
But they
now.
will soon be in Denver.
Okay, and
This music in the background is Out Among the Black Hills and the Pine.
okay, Marilyn, we want to hear a few words from you, and then Nancy. Oh, tell us when you first came out here and when you moved out here. Yeah.
Well, I'm Marilyn Jacobson, and we have lived out here for approximately 8 years. We love it very much. We now have 2 horses, and a couple of cats, and a dog. Nancy enjoys riding.
Where's Larry now?
Oh, yes, where's Larry? Well, I got an anniversary card from Pat today, and the card was very cute, and it said, "So glad to know that you're still together." And Larry has gone for 3 days to Chicago, and he called me on the phone and will be gone for 6 weeks. He's on his way to New York, which is quite a blow to us, but we girls will hold the fort. And Nancy is now 8 and in the 3rd grade at the Rockerville School. And her hobby is riding horses. She has a Palomino called Scout. And Nancy, do you want to come and tell about Scout?
Nancy.
And tell
How old
about
are
what
you?
happened to Scout.
Well, when my Uncle Doc and Uncle Ed was shooting in the Straddle Bowl, we had Scout and Bimbo in there, and Scout threw a fit and broke the fence. He went berserk, and he jumped the fence. He broke the fence, and then he jumped it, and then he ran up the hill up to Orleans, the Rockerville store, and then we took him from there up to Beulah's, and then this Saturday now. We took him up to Beulah Halls. He said we took little Bimbo up today. That's so little. She's a horse. Well, maybe she's a pony, but...
Okay. I guess
What
we'll
else am I supposed to say?
Say goodbye.
say goodbye.
Goodbye, good night, whatever it is.
Good night, one and all. Happy birthday. It's been wonderful to have you with us. If this turns out good, maybe we can have some copies made. It is now 5:30. Signing off. The Stratabo Ranch, Stratabo, South Dakota. Yes, she's dark. She's quite timid. She has a big job to do in cranking that organ.
Mention this Stratosphere Bowl.
Yeah, this is the Stratosphere Bowl. Yeah, we had that in the introduction. Yeah.